Hey guys, Adrian here on the behalf of Tech Social. Today we're taking a look at Mailboxapp. This is a really famous application that came out not too long ago regarding your inbox, a new way to approach your inbox and a new method to getting your inbox down to zero. So it is a mail application. It has a bit of a waiting list right now, but you can get in. It's had a waiting list for a while. They had a reservation system for when you get the application to when you get your account, but it's basically a mail interface for Gmail. Now on the back end of mail, it handles all of your mail server side. So it takes your mail from Gmail and it handles it on its own server and allows it to do a couple of things from that. So you can see here is just my inbox. This is all my inbox here. At the top you have three buttons in the middle pane right here. So you have your inbox, you have your tasks delegated for to do or later task, which you can set here, and you have your accomplished task that you have, or any checked mail or archived mail that you sent over to your archive. So you can write mail on the top right. You can click here to send a message and correspond a message as so. Now what's unique about this, yes, you can click on something to read it. For example, I can click on my Google Calendar event to read this right here, and I can read it like I would, zoom in, do all that good stuff, forward it, share it, etc. But there's a couple other things I can do here. So going back, I can also assign it a couple things. So I can swipe to the right just barely to put it in the archive. I can swipe to the right further to delete it, so to put it in the trash, completely delete it if I don't want it in the archive. So I can put this in the archive if I don't want to delete it. I can also, again, just archive that and delete that, so on and so forth as I go through my mail. Now let's say I want to be reminded of something later on. So for example, this monthly report from my Amazon Associates account. I can swipe to the left, and I can swipe either farther to the left or yellow, just barely to the left, which gives me a later. So I can sort this out for later. So I can say later today I want to be notified, this evening I want to be notified, tomorrow, this weekend, next week, in a month, or I can pick a date or someday. So I can correspond when I want to be updated about this. So, in this case, this is something I just want to be updated about tomorrow. I can easily see those tasks here in my later menu to see those things that I want to be notified about later on. Now again, I can put in a specific list. If you're into the whole list thing, you can do that as well. So I can correspond things to a list. So you can see here, I can just get rid of email as it comes in. Let's see here. I want to be notified about this order I got in the list. So I can swipe far to the right, let go here, and I can say, this is something that's related to buy, to watch, to read, or I can create my own list. So in this case, this is related to work. So I can put that in my work list. Now when I go to my preferences pane in the top left here, I get access to my lists. In this case, I have one called work, and I can see here this is something I need to be notified about later in work, so I want to separate it in its own little folder to keep a bit organized. Now you also have some other thing here. You can view your mailbox, which is all your Gmail accounts. I have two Gmail accounts here. You can see a personal and a work account. I have my later list, my lists, or my later task, my lists, my archive, my trash, my sent, and settings. So I can go to settings here, and I can edit accounts. I can add multiple accounts. I can edit the signature. I can choose my default account, edit stuff about lists here, so you can see here all my lists, sync preferences, snoozes, notifications, badges, all that good stuff. I can edit all of that in the settings preferences. So your main goal of this is to get your inbox down to zero in a quicker way by not just seeing your mail, but really delegating it right away, really sorting it on the fly as it comes in, whether it's deleting it or archiving it, etc., etc. And as you do this, when you get down to zero, it does this nice little animation to let you know that you've cleared your inbox to zero. And this is a great way for maintaining your email. I have a huge issue that I have tons of messages I have to go through, so I really gotta cater or sort through my email and really delete a whole bunch of stuff. But really great system, a new system at looking at mail, kind of delegating your tasks, putting it into lists, sorting it right on the fly as it comes in, not not later on, just really right away by simple swipe gestures. Really is fast and really is a really nice minimal mailbox app. So you can find it in the App Store today. It's completely free. There is a waiting list. Mailboxapp. Find it today for the iPhone.